Well, we are at time, though, for the markets with Leighton, and we're recording this just ahead of the monthly release of the USDA crop reports.
That's right, Artis. A lot to talk about, as always, so let's get started. And in the markets this week, cotton prices continue in a sideways pattern. The chicken sector's better profit should continue, while in the beef sector, analysts believe tighter cattle numbers later in the year should offer some support. On Thursday morning, cotton futures are currently trading 30 points higher to 33 points lower. It's more of the sideways pattern that's been in place since the month of March. And according to a Dow Jones survey, traders are expecting the USDA to increase new crop ending stocks to 2.95 million bales later Thursday in the new report, compared to 2.6 million back in the June WASDE. Now, I got some analysis from Extension Ag economist Dr. John Michael Riley. John Michael, let's back up to June 28th and talk a moment about the acreage report and cotton.
Well, the USDA reported just 10.25 million acres of cotton for this year. That's both upland and Pima, and then that's a little bit higher than where they were pegging that number back in March. At the prospective plantings number, again, is in much lower than where we were at a year ago, a little over 12 million acres a year ago. So prices dictated that those acres go elsewhere. In Mississippi, 320,000 acres projected for this year compared to 475 last year, but about 50,000 acres more than we were thinking in March. And the slow rate of planting, the rains, the cold weather likely played into some switching of crops for producers in Mississippi. All right,
since that report, what has the new crop market been doing in response?
It's been pretty steady, to be honest. It was down on the day because that acres number was higher than the March projection, but following that, there's been, it's really just been a sideways market. The dollar goes up, the dollar goes down, that impacts the price. Texas's crop, roughly 56% of the total acres are sitting in Texas. They're under a lot of stress due to the drought. Their good to excellent ratings just continue to drop, and so that's been supportive of price. A stronger dollar has had a negative impact on price, and those factors have really played in each day, pushed the market up and down. But for the most part, if you look at where it's been since that acreage report 2 weeks ago, it's been mostly sideways.
And China, I guess, is still a cloud out there on the horizon. Not sure how to factor that in, right?
Yeah. Everybody's still scratching their head. They hold so much in stocks, and what are they going to do with those stocks remains to be the big question. They haven't tipped their hand yet. We're really expecting that they'll hold on to those stocks, and that's kept the market in this 80 to 90 cent range.
And condition ratings overall, what are you hearing as far as conditions maybe right now? Nationally,
Mississippi's on the high end, Texas is on the low end. Nationally, right in the middle. 44% rated, 44% rated good to excellent in the U.S. 72% in Mississippi, good to excellent. 26% in Texas. So, like I said, the national's right in the middle of Mississippi and Texas.
The trivia quiz this week is about forestry. So let's take a look at our question. What tree was called the redwood of the East? The answer is one of these. Is it longleaf pine, or live oak, or American chestnut, or birch? I'll tell you the correct answer at the end of the markets. Profits are up in the poultry sector. In fact, Wall Street analysts say the month of May was the U.S. chicken industry's most profitable month ever. Now, traders point to several factors for this rapid improvement, including strong demand and tight supplies in both the United States and Mexico. Now, chicken has also been featured more in both the retail and food service sectors of late due to high beef prices. And analysts say it will likely take the industry 12 to 18 months to expand. So the conclusion, with poultry pricing strong enough to overcome feed costs, indicators are that this positive profit cycle may continue into next year. The high beef prices at retail mentioned in the previous story are also on the mind of another analyst. John Roach paints a picture of a lethargic, sideways trade for cattle, at least for the near future anyway.
We really think that the cattle market is suffering from a sluggish U.S. economy and a high-priced product that is struggling in that environment.
Before our feature story, let's check that trivia answer for this week. And the correct choice is C. The American chestnut was called the redwood of the East before the onslaught of a fungus that has almost made it extinct.